Nonsense, nonsense, nonsense. And you know what? Jamar Chase said it best earlier this season. We're not going to talk trash to any team moving forward this season. We're on a Super Bowl run. We're going to worry about ourselves, and we're not going to let the media run with anything. But sometimes you got to respond. And Seattle, come on now. I understand Seattle is trying to pump up their fans. They're trying to hype up their fan base. So they post this picture right here. And it shows, obviously, Devon Witherspoon with over top of Jamar Chase when he's on the ground. And they're posting this to get their fans all happy and excited after they lost to us. And at the end of the day, it is what it is. You guys lost, right? Take the loss, respect the loss, and move on from the loss. Because posting crap like this is just pointless. And as Jamar Chase says, hold that L. And I think that's the best way you can explain this situation. I mean, going into this game, yes, DK Metcalf talked a lot of trash. He said that, I don't think that Jamar Chase is going to do anything on Witherspoon. And at the end of the day, Jamar Chase had 6 receptions for 80 yards in that game. He almost had a 100-yard game. And while no, there was 2 targets on Witherspoon to Jamar Chase, and yes, 2 incompletions. He wasn't covering him 90% of the game. So if you're not going to cover Jamar Chase 90% of the game, yes, the few times you covered Jamar Chase, Witherspoon, yeah, you shut him down. But you weren't man enough to go against him the whole entire game, though. And this is not me taking a shot at Witherspoon because it has nothing to do with Witherspoon at the end of the day. This is the Seattle Seahawks posting this stupid stuff. But again, Witherspoon is a great rookie player. He is in the contest for Rookie of the Year. And going into this game, I knew he was going to be a problem. I mean, early in that game, he blitzed us. When they blitzed us, they had him rushing in, and he shut down the play. And again, he's a great player. I'm not trying to use this in any way, to say, oh, well, Witherspoon, blah, blah. No, this is Seattle. And this is another chance of DK Metcalf talk trash for Witherspoon. And now it's the Seahawks Instagram is talking trash for Witherspoon. Like, listen, you guys lost, okay? You guys got humiliated by our defense. And yeah, our offense got humiliated by your defense. But at the end of the day, we got the win. You got the loss. Move on. You're playing Arizona next. That's a winnable game for you. Just worry about your own stuff, okay? Let's not worry about what just happened. Because at the end of the day, what's funny is Witherspoon standing over Chase like, yeah, man, 2 catches, you didn't get them, and 2 targets all day long, even though I wasn't really covering you, but I did it. Yeah, you did it for the loss. Look at the scoreboard. Scoreboard says otherwise to whatever you're trying to say. So, it's just nonsense. But again, we're not going to talk moving forward, any trash talk. And I'm going to do it myself, too. I said this going into the season, and I'm really going off what Jamar Chase said here is we're not trash talking anyone, right? We're not going to trash talk until after we win, and we're not going to trash talk to the media. If we win, we're going to trash talk to one another, to, players, but not in the media, because the media doesn't need any more, bulletin board material, as I would say, moving forward. And looking at this game, again, like I said, Witherspoon in this game versus us, he did play very good football. And again, I don't want to, this is not me taking a shot at Witherspoon at all. I mean, Witherspoon is a great rookie player. He had an 83 overall defensive grade. He had 78.8 coverage grade, 80.2 tackle, and their defense played great football. And this is what stuff I do kind of hate. It's like, listen, at the end of the day, the game's over, right? Just let the game go. As Jamar Chase said, hold that L, walk away. There's nothing else to talk about. Because at the end of the day, DK Metcalf made it seem like Jamar Chase was going to do nothing in that game versus the Seahawks. And he had 80 yards on 6 receptions, Yeah, he didn't do anything in the second half, and I agree with that. But the one interception that happened was not because of Witherspoon. The interception that happened was when Trey Brown was covering him. And if anything, I say Trey Brown did a really good job versus him in this game. And I was actually more scared of Trey Brown covering him than I was Witherspoon. But again, yes, in that game, if you look at the coverage, Witherspoon had 5 targets, and he allowed 3 catches. But he allowed 2 catches that were not, obviously, Chase. 2 targets were Chase. And even if you look at it, and again, I'm not trying to, I want to shut this down. I'm not trying to trash Witherspoon. He's a great player. But if you look at the 2 targets that Chase did not catch, one of them was just a stupid play by Joe Burrow. And I really say this, and I love Joe, but he just threw a stupid play. It was the one where Chase wasn't even open. Chase was literally running down the field, and he hit Witherspoon in the back of his back with the football. And I have no idea what that even was because there was no one open. I mean, Chase was literally blanketed by 2 guys. So yes, the 2 targets, one of the 2 targets, he was blanketed by 2 players, and Joe threw a stupid pass, and the second target was across the middle that was uncatchable. So, and he even did technically beat Witherspoon on the play. He just had an uncatchable ball. Seahawks. You gotta do better than that, man. You gotta do better than that. At the end of the day, it didn't happen. It didn't happen. You guys didn't get the win. And again, I'm going to stress this enough that, you know what, I'm beyond this game. I didn't even think about this game since we won. I'm so focused on San Francisco right now. I'm so focused on the 49ers and moving on to, this bye week and really getting our guys healthy and all this stuff. That is like, when I saw this, I was just like, why? Why even trash talk now? Usually you do this stuff maybe before the game, or if you beat us. Like, if they beat us and they posted this, I would have been like, all right, I mean, yeah, you guys got the win. Like, it is. We'll take the L, man. We'll hold the L. But you guys got the L. Why are you guys trashing us? Yeah, our rookie guy got 2 stops on the play. And, maybe those 2 was uncatchable, but it was 2 stops nonetheless. And he also allowed 3 catches in that game on 5 targets on him. You didn't put that part in there, Seattle. Put that part in there. You allowed 3 catches. 3 out of 5 times. And I want to see this real fast. Now I'm petty. This is my problem. I get petty now. And I believe, is it Trey Brown? I thought that was his name, Trey Brown, but I want to just make sure. It is Trey Brown. See, I know my football sometimes. Let's go defense. Yeah, in that game, Trey Brown was the guy who actually was doing great football in that game. He was the best corner/safety in that game. In most coverages, he was the guy who was making the plays. And in that game, he had 2 targets and allowed 0 receptions. So, maybe Seattle, you should be posting about Trey Brown and not about, your other guy, Witherspoon, who really, there was just so much trash talk for no reason, and Jamarr Chase still had a great day. He still had 6 receptions, 80 yards. Yeah, he didn't get a touchdown. Yeah, he didn't have the best day ever, but I'm going to tell you right now, my receiver had 6 receptions, 80 yards. I'm pretty dang happy with that day. That's a pretty dang good day for me. But as Jamarr Chase would say, and this is, again, last time unless Jamarr Chase trash talks again, hold that L, Seattle. Move on. Worry about Arizona. We're worried about San Francisco. We're not worried about you no more. You're in the L column now. Worry about that. Don't worry about us. Peace out, guys.